Good morning. Welcome to Friday, and also welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott. I hope that you're doing well. I have a little bit of a tickle going on in my throat. Anyway, it's been a quick week. These past 2 weeks have been very fast, and very busy, and I think it's this really moving energy of 2026 since January, really kind of cruising into February, and the amount of change and activity in the world is great, and we need practices that help us regulate ourselves and house the experiences of our lives. And we need something updated for mindfulness. We need like a new version of mindfulness. And there's a lot of people out there working on this. I'm one of them. And here, the technique we use is using awareness. So you have your awareness of your body, awareness of your emotions, your mind, and your relationships. And when you harness them with awareness, when you spend time in these spaces of your life with a reflection of awareness, they develop and integrate and become more holistic sources of information. And when you are more connected, you have greater access to what is real with a capital R, and are able to make better choices. And those choices impact others and ripple out in the community. And I'd like to give a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. We'll do a brief talk, and then I'll read a little bit. I've been reading from a book that I'll explain shortly. And today, since it's Friday, I think I'd like to talk a little bit about the shadow and the collective shadow. There had been a movement, maybe during COVID, around shadow integration and shadow understanding, coming from the Jungian system of psychology. And we have this shadow, so we have what we're aware of, right, with our conscious mind. We have sort of this subconscious layer of our mind, which is sort of dreamlike. It's just a little bit underneath the conscious mind. And then we have the totally unconscious mind, that which is sort of deep dark, and it's unconscious, and so there's no way to know it's there. And what Carl Jung had said about enlightenment was interesting, because he didn't use the typical definition. He used a definition that was, I think, very good for the West, which is that you're making your enlightenment is where you take the figures of darkness in the shadow and make them conscious. You're bringing the darkness to the light. This is the enlightenment that Jung described. And when we have this kind of uncovering effect of what was hidden is now revealed, it has an impact on wholeness and healing, and we should say isn't always comfortable. And that's what I think we are having, both individually and collectively, in the world right now. A collective uncovering of something that was hidden. And when that was hidden, it served a purpose. And now that purpose is no longer being served, and everything in the dark has to come to the light, as I'm fond of saying. So that's what's going on right now. So that being said, I'm going to read a little bit from this book, The Space Between Us, by Peter Mitchell. This is about the awakening of the we space, the intersubjective space between us. What makes this transformation so dynamic is that it's not happening in isolation. The very act of being witnessed, of unfolding together in real time, changes the terrain. There's a profound difference between struggling with our separation mechanisms in isolation and unwinding them together in the light of mutual awareness. Still, indeed, being together is the perfect mirror to shine a light on these unconscious reflexes that aren't immediately apparent to us when alone. In the field, our individual healing becomes collective healing. As one person finds the courage to drop a mask, others recognize the same pattern in themselves. As one person speaks from authentic vulnerability, the entire field deepens in its capacity to hold complexity and truth. This is how presence transforms separation, not by forcing change or demanding perfection, but by creating conditions where our natural wholeness can reemerge, not by adding something new, by dissolving what obscures the wholeness that's already here. The journey from fragmentation to wholeness isn't about becoming something different. It's about returning to who we already are, beneath the layers of protection and performance. It's about remembering our essential nature and seeing it mirrored in each other. And we'll stop there today. And now we'll begin with practice, gently closing your eyes and beginning with some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And on the out breath, letting go, dropping everything. Dropping everything like a ball being dropped from a dog's mouth. Letting go of resistance, that which no longer serves you. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, to your legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath to return to your usual way of breathing. And tuning into your body and your body sensations. You can feel your body's temperature, tingling and pulsing, and subtle movement, a sense of aliveness. You can feel your body's contact with the earth underneath you, your connection with the planet. begin the practice of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body, and then on the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body and into the earth. And the melting can be like this warm, healing honey that cleanses, heals, purifies, removes toxins and impurities from your body, pulling them down into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. In each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Very good. And then bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space, center of your chest. You can imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your heart. On the in-breath, feeling your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Whenever we intentionally bring ourselves to our hearts, we notice a sense of warmth and tenderness, where heaven and earth meet in our hearts together. Coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's present for you emotionally right now, and without assigning rightness or wrongness to your emotions, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. feeling things together is important for good emotional hygiene in a safe way. So you could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame, and just noticing how you're feeling a little bit. You could also be feeling numb, which is another valid emotional experience. Excuse me. And very good. Now bringing your attention up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. If you like, you can breathe to your third eye space between your eyebrows or your crown, the top of your head, whatever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your skull. And becoming aware of your thoughts, you can notice how busy and active your mind is, and just practicing remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, coming back to feeling your head, your spine, or your body, the earth underneath you for grounding. Very useful in times of overthinking to come back to feeling. Very good. And from here, we can gently open our eyes. Opening your eyes and keeping your eyes soft, feeling soft in your head and eyes, and just taking a moment to appreciate the work we did with our eyes closed. We'll begin to practice now in the shared we space, the space of the relationship, which has both an outside and an inside component. It's possible to practice feeling outside and then feeling inside. So on the in-breath, feeling outside you all around. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. Just practice noticing the distinction outside on the in-breath, inside on the out-breath. Very good. And if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice. So the qualities are love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. You don't have to do all of them. You can pick one. If one of the qualities stands out, it's up to you. So on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness towards yourself. Just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. Very good. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing and blessings and ripple out into the community. Amen. Very nice. Thank you for joining me. Have an awesome Friday. I'll be back again tomorrow, Saturday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go a little longer, go deep, and we'll just slide right into this weekend. Have a great day. Bye-bye.